You know what's crazy? Needles. Yeah, I hate needles. Like, to such, oh, I won't say extreme because of what I'm about to say next, but I hate needles so bad. Like, when I was younger, just getting haircuts, I would freak. I would freak. Like, I think it was just like the type of, I can't even describe it. I hated haircuts. I hated needles. I hated holding knives. I hated forks. I just hated sharp things. Don't put them near me. But no one learned that lesson. I still had to get shots. People were like, yeah, but it's flu season, so we're gonna. And I'm like, no, no, don't give me shots. And then, of course, they would. And then I would leave crying. Or like teary eye haircuts. I would start to tear up. True story. Even giving haircuts to myself, I still get teary eyed. And you're probably thinking, haircuts to yourself? You're bald. I'm like, dude, I have hair. This is a style choice. But yeah, I hate needles. Absolutely just, yeah. But here's the thing. I've recently been like, it would be actually pretty cool to do. Like, really cool to do. Tattoos. I know you're calling me a hypocrite because I just said I didn't like tattoo needles. And those are some pretty hard needles against your body. You'd be correct. You'd be correct. I was just crying about that a couple days ago, getting a tattoo. And I'm saying, the pain. Oh man, the pain. The pain was there. I could not get over the pain. The pain was excruciating. And I have to say that because I hate needles and I don't like pain. Who likes pain? I know one of you guys said it. One of you guys even thought of saying it. I beat you. Who likes pain? Masochists. Ha! They love it. They're like, ooh, I love my pain. Give me some more pain. But enough about masochists for this video. Dun dun dun. No, but seriously though. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Either way, yeah. It has been an interesting journey of coming to this place of actually appreciating tattoos. Like, I hate the process. It's so painful. But I have to say, it is so worth it. But with that said, tattoos are not for everyone. So there is also that. But let's talk about my tattoo experience. Get your seats ready, get a blanket, get some warm clothes on. I don't know, some people sleep nude, some people barely have clothes on when they sleep. Either way, get comfy, children. We're about to talk about a tattoo experience from a guy who gets freaked out over needles, even getting a finger pricked by a single needle, by a little itty bitty needle. Let's get into this. What? It was at the beginning of quarantine. And then I came to this realization. I want a tattoo. Actually, let's go back a bit. The year is 2019, and I come to the realization that I might be interested in getting a tattoo. But, of course, with that said, you might be wondering again, why would that even come to mind for someone that hates needles so much? You see, when I was a young wee lad, I was very much like, absolutely no. Shots, no. All of this, no. And that did not change the longest time. And then A transformation began to occur. I began to rethink the things I used to dislike. And don't get me wrong, needles have never not made me cry. I was almost crying this last tattoo appointment. But again, I digress. So I began this change of wanting to retry things that I decided I would never do simply because I did not like them. Dyeing my hair, I was like, I love my hair. But then I was like, ooh, what if I did dye it? And then I was like, actually, nah, I'm gonna shave my head. So got that going. But yeah, no, but seriously though, yeah. And then I came to this idea of tattoos. I was like, that's a scary idea. Like, scary. But I've been seeing so many of my friends, so many of my family members having tattoos and all that. Well, not family members, but friends. And I was like, that's so cool. Maybe I do want to try this. Maybe I want to give this a try. Why not? Let's do it. And so 2020 comes. Right before quarantine. Literally, right before quarantine. I was like, yeah, let's get a tattoo. Which, I was going to get this a big tattoo. I was going to get like a big one here of like a Naruto headband from the show Naruto. It's a fun show. But instead of having the Leaf Village symbol in it, I was going to put Plus Ultra from My Hero Academia. Huh? That was so cool. And then, like, the day of, because I didn't really tell my family I was going to have it be a surprise. And so, I started telling my family the night before, day of comes, and as my sister's talking to me about it, she was like, I am tired. Anyways, she started talking to me and was like, if you hate needles and you've never had a tattoo before, why would you be getting a giant one? And then that made me pause. And then I was like, oh, that's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't do a flippin' giant tattoo. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. No, I still want to get a tattoo. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick something small, something I still like, but definitely on the smaller side. And so I started looking for shows I enjoy. Manga, movies, inspirational things. And then I came across something that I didn't expect that would actually be cool. But I was like, yeah, we're going with this. And that was called the Anbu Black Ops symbol for the Leaf Village. Yes, again, I was like, Naruto, it's on. It's on, baby. So I chose the Naruto Anbu Black Ops symbol. I did that. I come in. I tell them about my change. They were annoyed because here's the thing. With tattoo artists, they're getting paid by the hour and also by how big the design is. So the smaller it is, that pretty much meant he wasn't going to get paid that much, which was a jerk move. And in the future, if you ever want to make a change, make sure it's at least 2 days before. That way, you're able to actually have the appropriate amount of money, appropriate setup ready, and you're not wasting your tattoo artist's time. So, with that said, let's get into the pain. So, I get freaked out by needles. I mean, we've said this, but I get freaked out. Before people give me a shot, I'm like, just tell me before you do it. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, tell me before you put that needle in me that you're going to be putting that needle in me. Because if you just randomly do it, I'm going to punch you. Because I don't want needles in me. Needles freak me out. Surprise one's even worse. And you're just thinking, surprise needles? When have you ever had something sharp surprisingly get in you? I was 8 years old, and I was in my house. I decided to jump on a pile of freshly cleaned clothes. And then I yelped because there was a fork, and it landed in my kneecap. It went a quarter up my knee. It went a quarter up my knee. That's quarter. I don't like surprise needles. Don't surprise me with needles. Don't pretend. I don't like that. Not one bit. So like I said, tattoo artist, I'm like, hey, before you begin, tell me where you're about to start. I don't want any of this surprising, any of this. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. And so, he begins. And that was the longest 40-something minutes of my life of feeling a needle. Just like, when you're drawing on your hand, you're just like, and it's like, okay, cool. But sometimes you don't get like the full circle on your hand if you're drawing a circle. And so you're having to like really push into the skin to get the complete circle there. Except as a tattoo, you're doing that, but you're really pushing against your skin and you're dragging it. The pain. You could not imagine how painful that was for me. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm doing that again. Except I did it in a worse place. A worse place. Did you know that getting a tattoo on your side is one of the worst places to get tattooed because it's one of the most painful places? I didn't. And dudettes, I cried. Like, I was tearing up. I was like, am I gonna die today? Am I gonna die today? Ooh, am I gonna die today? Ooh, am I gonna punch the artist? Don't punch the artist. You pay them to do this. Don't punch the artist because you pay them to do this. Ooh. I know, I'm amazing singer, tone deaf and all. What? But seriously though, so I did that again, did it again, and I'm gonna be doing more. And here's the thing, is my fear of needles, did that stop? No. Did my tolerance for needles grow? I mean, if I did more than one tattoo, I would hope so. Either way, it was painful. Would I do it again? Yes. Would I still want you to prick my finger? If you want to keep your life, you won't. No, but seriously. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. I will be trying to put out a video a week and then with some of my TikToks in between those times. I hope you have a amazing day, even in this quarantine time. I hope your holidays are well. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so don't celebrate Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is the holiday of indigenous people being killed. So do Friendsgiving and talk about the fact that indigenous people were colonized and wiped out. Well, they're still here, barely. No thanks to colonizers. But anyways, hope you have a good holiday. Talk about what's real and get ready to talk about the election. Whoopah! Laters.